Hi, my name is Lauren Geyer, and this is my Acceptable Use Policies project. What is an acceptable use policy? It is simply a set of rules that are applied by the owner, creator, or an administrator of a network, a website, or a specific service that restricts the ways in which a network, website, or company may be used and sets guidelines as to how it should be used in regards to security and other things. Why should school districts have them? They merely provide order and establish a set of rules or requirements for users working or using a network. It establishes security for the district and the user in regards to technology and networks. Most schools have an acceptable use policy for students and parents as well as staff members. I currently work at Falls Church City Public Schools, and we have a policy for staff members and students. Both policies can be found under the school board documents. Unfortunately, it was not in plain sight for me to find. I had to search through all policies to find them. The personnel section is policy 8.32, and the student section is policy 9.40. This is just a quick overview of the Falls Church City Public Schools student acceptable use policies. The students have the privilege to use MacBook laptops that are given to them by the district. It is not a right for them to be provided with them. Any material that is used on Falls Church City Public Schools electronic media may be monitored or read by school officials. All employees are required to protect the confidential information regarding the students. The act of blocking specific content may be put on student devices. This can be done by staff members as well as parents or guardians. Teachers, parents, and guardians have access to all devices and passwords that are given for the students regarding their schoolwork. Students must participate in cyberbullying awareness and prevention seminars at the beginning of the school year when they are handed their laptops. Applications may never be downloaded onto any student device without the permission from the administration or the IT department. Parents and students must sign the policy to ensure that they understand the rules and regulations regarding to the district. Now this is a little overview of the Falls Church City Public Schools Personnel Acceptable Use Policy. All electronic media and network is used for school-related instructional and administrative business only. Only occasionally can it be used for personal use if it is not an additional expense to the district. Since all staff members are provided a MacBook laptop as well, they may take them home and use them for personal use. Use of the electronic media is once again a privilege and not a right, and it may be revoked due to violations. Employees must post syllabi and other major assignments to the online server. We currently use Schoology. Notify the IT directors if there are any security concerns immediately. Only install approved applications and software to your device, as this may cause viruses and other things that are harmful to your device. Treat all documents and contents as if they could potentially become public documents. Beware of all copyright laws and understand all licenses. There is absolutely zero tolerance for any type of discrimination, racial, gender, age, ethnic, etc., and you may not use any of that on technological devices. There is also zero tolerance for selling the merchandise for personal use, and the user can absolutely never tamper with or alter the system in any way that would disrupt the district's network. Employees cannot use the electronic media after being suspended. Unless approved, all storage devices such as disks or memory sticks may not be used, and the employees must always update and protect their electronic devices as if they were their own. What are some suggestions that I have for communications regarding the AUP? When should it be communicated with staff members? Personally, I think that every new hire during new hire orientation should be given this document. They should read over it, discuss it with their administrators, and sign it. All veteran teachers should review this document at the beginning of every year We currently have a professional development week, and I think this is a great time for the administrators to give this to their staff members to refresh their memories. When should it be communicated with students and parents? All of our students go through a registration week. This is an excellent way for certain information like this to get to the students and parents. They can also read it on the first day of school during technology training when we go over technology training for their laptops. It should be posted or accessible in all school classrooms, admin offices, and counseling offices as well. How I think teachers should implement the student policy is very simple. Teachers should go over the student policy on the first day of class to set their expectations. They should go over how to properly cite the sources and assignments before each paper and project. The teachers should show the students how to find images that have an open copyright policy and they are allowed to be used with or without citing. All teachers should connect with the students and collaborate together on assignments and projects, and they should model good cyber citizenship by setting age-appropriate goals and expectations. How should teachers implement their own personal policy? They should always read over it at the beginning of the year to refresh their memory. Always use approved and appropriate websites and applications for instruction and curriculum. Treat all student information with sensitive care because it can become public at any time, and many people are able to read them if it becomes public. Make all emails confidential if it has any sensitive information. Think about your usage. Be considerate of file storage space, bandwidth, printer capacity, and online time. Once again, this is a privilege, not a right. Keep technology devices up to date and run malware checks periodically to protect the network. As I was completing this project, I read this document, Rethinking Acceptable Use Policies, that was put together by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, as well as our policies that we currently have at Falls Church City Public Schools.